Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. Thank you so much for being with us. We always appreciate you watching the show. A great show today. In fact, we're going to start off today's show with something new. The Verde Valley Experience is now bringing you a Health Watch segment. This is so awesome, something I'm very passionate about. On this episode, we'll meet with Taryn Walls, physical therapist and owner of Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness, and Dan Sorensen, who is the clinical director and also a physical therapist. Taryn and Dan are here to discuss with us the value of aquatic therapy for balance, strength, pain relief, circulation, cardiac output. Good stuff here. It's going to be coming to you right off the bat, so I'm glad that you're here with us. Then we'll speak with Colleen Gilboy, the director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, about the upcoming Christmas parade, the 62nd annual. And why so soon, you're probably wondering. It's because time is running out if you or your business or organization would like to register a float in the parade. Now, come on, you can get the kids and the dogs all dressed up, shine the truck and the tractor or even your pony, join in the fun. This year's theme is Wild Wild West, so there's going to be some great Christmas kind of twist to that. So that's going to be a good one. Later, we'll be joined by Georgia Munsell, the president of Keep Sedona Beautiful, along with Joanne Kendrick. They'll be on the show to discuss their first annual fundraiser, Stargazers and Razors. Keep Sedona Beautiful is a vehicle for positive change in the greater Sedona area. Their aim is to preserve the wonder of the Sedona area's scenic and natural beauty now and in the future. Their activities range from education and advocacy to hands-on tasks such as litter lifting and preserving the quality of Oak Creek, very important, to maintaining Sedona's dark star-studded night skies. Georgia and Joanne will tell us about how you can help get involved in that. And then we'll have Dr. Barbara Wack, the Associate Dean of the Verde Valley campus of the Yavapai College, in here to tell us about their open house celebration. Explore Yavapai College, the Verde Valley campus, on November 15th. And that's going to be happening from 4 until 6:30. It's free. There's going to be music and a barbecue. And this event is designed to provide an opportunity for visitors to tour the campus, speak with the faculty and staff, enjoy, of course, a little food, a little music along with that, and see the newly renovated Mayberry Pavilion, learn about the educational programs, resources, services, so much more. It's good thing happening. Then we'll join Craig Stevens, the manager of the Yavapai County Search and Rescue Mounted Unit out in the desert, to talk about the many ways that the mounted unit aids in the search and rescue operations here in Yavapai County and the outlying ones as well. This entirely volunteer unit is always looking for new members, so stick around and find out how you can get involved. And we'll close out our show today with a live performance from singer-songwriter Tim Young. He's somewhere between Johnny Cash, Neil Young, and Elvis, and he plays folksy acoustic guitar with a rock edge. I know you'll enjoy this performance by Tim Young, so don't go away because I sure like him. So we'll go ahead and get started. We have with us from Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness, Taryn Walls and Dan Sorensen. Thank you for being here, fellas.
Thank you.
What important jobs you have.
Well, yeah. We think so too.
Absolutely. So too. As an active person, having injured myself more than once, physical therapy is such an important thing that is needed in pretty much anybody's lives. You fall down the stairs, you need a physical therapist. You bump your head, you need a physical therapist. You twist your, there's so many ways that we need people like you. So thank you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
You bet.
Tell us a little bit about Northern Arizona Fitness and Rehabilitation.
Well, we opened about 16 years ago. In fact, just celebrated our 16th anniversary, so that's great. 8 years ago, we moved into a brand new building, which we were able to build a pool. And so we have a full-size aquatic center there that we use in our rehabilitation and things. Dan has been with us for 13 years now? 13 years now, so it's been a good time, been a good ride.
Absolutely. I cannot believe you have a full-size pool at your facility.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's very nice. It enables us to work with a much wider population base than we could if we were just doing some land-based type therapy.
Certainly. And it's such a broad area, physical therapy, but we're going to focus today on just the aquatics part. Now, Dan, what can you tell us about aquatics and physical therapy?
Well, first let me say I think a lot of people, we live in a rural area, and I think a lot of people sometimes might feel like in order to get top-notch healthcare services that maybe they're going to have to go to Phoenix or the Valley area, and we feel very fortunate because we have a very nice clinic where we can offer top-notch services to people here in a rural area, and one of those is, of course, aquatic therapy. What people may not realize about aquatic therapy, it is great for a wide variety of problems. We can offer services to anybody from a pediatric population, young children, to a geriatric population, and everything in between, and for a wide variety of conditions as well. We have seen everything from neurological problems, spinal cord injuries, strokes, to orthopedic issues, and what a lot of people in this area are dealing with just in terms of arthritis and pain for things like that.
Certainly, certainly. It's nice you have the anti-gravity happening in the water there, and of course it's warm and soothing, so you've got a good start there. Do you get in the pool with them, Taryn? How does that work?
Well, I used to, which was very nice.
Yes,
now
I bet.
We have a gal, she's a physical therapy assistant. She helps us out with our aquatics program and things, and she's working towards her certification, so she does most of the actual in-pool work at this point. One of the reasons I just kind of wanted to jump on the back of what Dan was saying there, to help out with the arthritic component stuff, because we're able to get in the gravity-free atmosphere, that's going to help take the pressure off the joints and things. And we were discussing before the show about fibromyalgia. Not many things have been shown to really help with the fibromyalgia other than some aerobic type activity. And when you can combine some aerobic activity in a weight reduced atmosphere, that really helps people to start feeling better. It's not going to quote unquote cure the fibro, but it will help in assisting getting rid of the pain.
Wow, and that's a key when you're dealing with fibromyalgia. There's thousands of people that deal with that and finding any relief whatsoever, and it's a drug-free relief, which is exceptional.
Even better, yeah.
Sure.
And you know, lots of medications have side effects, and one of our side effects of the aquatic program is weight loss. So, you know, that's a pretty good side effect to have.
That's true. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
And happiness. I don't know. Swimming in a pool always makes me happy.
Right.
So I've never met someone that didn't go swimming and come out happier than when they came in. So
That's true.
Now, as far as your aquatics goes, what does a typical aquatic session look like for someone?
Well, first of all, when someone comes in to see us, for whatever the issue is, we're going to spend some time with them at that initial visit doing a very thorough, in-depth examination, physical examination. And through that process, we're going to come up with a specific plan that's going to benefit that person the most. And so possibly some of the things that we might be working on would be joint stiffness or weakness, or a lot of people experience balance problems. We're going to do things to try and help them improve their balance. And so depending on what the specific problems are, that's what we're going to be focusing on with them in the aquatic therapy. And so they may be doing exercises to help improve their joint movement, help their joints feel a little bit looser. They may be doing things to help relieve pain. We see a lot of people with chronic pain issues, people that have had pain for not just a few years, sometimes decades, that we're trying to help reduce their pain, and we're going to do exercise with them in the pool to accomplish that. We may be doing exercises for building up strength. Oftentimes we have people that have had to have surgery. They might have weight-bearing limitations. Maybe they're only allowed to put so much weight on a leg or that type of thing. And we can allow them to get in a pool in a reduced weight-bearing situation. They can do exercise that they wouldn't otherwise be able to do.
That's brilliant. And you were saying earlier that you don't have to leave town for this. You guys are located right here on Willard Street in Cottonwood.
That's right.
Yep.
It's very centrally located.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy to get to. So.
Which, and you don't really think about it, but in the Verde Valley we have an amazing collection of professionals here, and to not have to go anywhere else and have this. I mean, they can't. Your facility is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We think so too.
Yeah.
We've been very blessed, that's for sure.
Well, that is true. Now, you can go to the website, which is www.NORAZREHAB. Okay, so that stands for Northern Arizona Rehab.com. So if you take a look at the screen right there, it explains it. Go ahead and check that out. The website is awesome. It has all the information that you're going to need, lots of great pictures, and of course, contact information. If they want to schedule an appointment, say someone has had an arthritic elbow and they want to come in and get something looked at, what's the best thing to do? Should I give you a call? Can they sign up through the website?
Best thing to do is give us a call. We don't have the appointments available on the website at this point, but yeah, give us a call and we'll be happy to get you set up.
That's great. What are your hours there?
7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, and we will usually be able to get people in for their initial evaluation within 48 to 72 hours. So
right.
It's not a huge waiting game.
That's great. That's great. And a lot of insurances will actually help with this type of therapy.
That's right. A lot of people don't realize that some of the aches and pains they're dealing with on a daily basis, those are things that insurance would cover some physical therapy treatment for that. And anybody who wants to come in and just talk with us, maybe they're not sure if this would be right for them, or they have questions, maybe they'd like to see the facility. If they just call, they can schedule a free consultation with us. We'd be happy to take them on a tour of the facility, tell them a little bit about what we offer, and see if it's something that would be right for them.
Awesome. Great. Dan, thank you. Taryn, thank you. Northern Arizona
Thank you,
Rehabilitation and Fitness. Check it out. Make sure you go to the website and see all the great stuff and how it can help you. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank
we'll
you.
be right back, so don't go away.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the ring cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tight.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with the lovely and talented Colleen Gilboy, who is the director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. But you're here today to talk about the 62nd annual Cottonwood Christmas Parade.
Where does the time go?
I know.
It's Christmas time.
Almost.
I know. I had a hard time finding something that was red in my closet. I wasn't quite
really?
ready. Yes.
You?
I'm still in summer clothes.
Oh,
It
but
was
it's
80
sparkly.
degrees yesterday.
Oh, that's true. I know. How about that anyway? But yes, it's time to start thinking about it. Now, we're talking about this now because of the floats.
Right.
We want more floats. We want entries into this wonderful Wild Wild West theme this year. And anyone could have a float. Is that correct?
Anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a church group, a club, an organization, school. We want bands. We'd love to have some marching bands. Chino Valley brought theirs over a couple years ago, but hopefully we can have our local marching bands there this year. And it's a great, great theme. Wild, Wild West. There's so much we can do with that.
My gosh. Yeah, and we just slide right in there with our tractors and our trucks and our ponies and
yeah, so we're looking for some floats and anything goes. There's some rules like always, but they're pretty easy to follow. But we just want to have people with floats. We have about 3,500 to 4,000 people sitting on the sidelines.
Yes.
So a lot of people see your floats. It's a great advertising opportunity. You can hand out anything. Can't throw it, but you can hand it.
There's one of the rules. No throwing.
Kind of like getting pegged with candy isn't always that fun.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But what a great exposure for an organization or a group or, just your kids. Your kids will love it.
I guess I was told I'm going to be having a float this year. My family wants to do it. I'm like, okay.
All right.
2 weeks. Let's go. No.
It's just what you need. You need more things to do.
So yeah, the parade is such a community event, and it really does kind of kick off our holiday season.
Yes.
And then right afterwards is the chocolate walk in Old Town.
Oh, hello.
So everything's decorated.
Oh,
It's just a fun time.
I know.
And we have the parade, rain or shine or snow.
Or snow. One year we had
One
snain,
year.
which is snow and rain. It sounds better than sleet.
Yes.
But yes, everyone turns out, absolutely. It's on December 3rd this year, Saturday, December 3rd, and it starts at 11. But if you're in a float, you gotta get to the fairgrounds about 8. Is it?
We like them
9?
about 9.
9?
At the latest 10:30. Sliding in there at the end is a little tough.
Yeah.
But we have horses, and they go to the arena and set up, and then they come out. So it's just, there's everything. Everything is there, and so it's just so much fun.
I know. Santa's going to be wearing a cowboy hat this year.
I don't know, but it's going to have a new carriage to come in. But we have new categories this year.
Ooh, do tell.
I have to put my glasses
Okay.
on. Okay.
It's getting
We have them-
serious now.
I know,
She's
it's
putting her
serious
glasses
stuff.
on.
Magic Award for the most outstanding feature or float with children.
Ooh.
Spirit Award, most enthusiastic. That'd be us. Small group, 0 to 20, and large group, 21 and plus.
All right.
So those are new categories.
Okay.
And then we have the small theme, small float, theme, large float, display, overall small float, and overall large float. So we're trying something new this year. We're really excited. We want to get everybody involved. It used to be commercial or nonprofit. Okay, let's be a little more.
Right, yeah.
So we're trying some new themes.
Right,
or
that's wonderful.
categories, I guess.
What is the fee to enter for your float?
So commercial businesses are $40, and then nonprofit schools are $20.
Okay.
And we take them up till, I say November 18th. I'll take them up to the day of the parade, but you won't be listed in the newspaper,
Right.
and you won't have your name on the bottom scrolling on the TV station when it goes through on TV.
That's true.
Because I won't be able to get that information out. So you want to get it in early.
So November 18th is the deadline if you want to be on the screen banner for the television broadcast and you want to have your name written in the
paper.
Newspaper. Okay.
And that's kind of our deadline to get it done, to get them, because I try and not have all the music and then no music. I try and have the horses and then a walking group. I try and work through.
That's nice of you.
Sometimes I mess up.
That's a lot of work organizing that parade.
But you just have to think about those little details that it's like, oh yeah, walking tumblers. Don't put the gymnastic girls right behind the horse group.
horses.
And don't put the loud music in front of the horses.
Oh, there you go. You've learned a lot. How many years have you been the organizer for the parade?
I don't know. I think around 10. And we've got a great group that's been on this committee for 5 years, and they're just work hard. I mean, I talked to them in January, and I'm like, you're in charge. And I don't talk to them again until, oh yeah, it's
Until you
Christmas
have
parade.
to. Right.
So it's just a great time.
It's a lot of work for you, I know, and the Verde Valley residents totally appreciate that.
I love it. I just want more floats, more
Absolutely.
community members,
Absolutely.
more groups.
So we have the commercial entries, we have the schools and nonprofits, and then we have just the regular and friends and neighbors category.
Yes.
As well.
College friends. Get
Yeah.
a bunch of college friends.
Sure.
You see everybody in town.
And you're on TV. It's
That's the best part.
$20 and your whole group can get on TV. Yavapai Broadcasting obviously broadcasts it and then rebroadcasts it over the internet and over the television, on cable. If you want to get involved in that, just get a hold of Yavapai Broadcasting. If you want to be a sponsor, if you've got a business, and we can talk about you during the parade, or yes, I can talk about you because this will be, I think, my 5th or 6th. This might be
This
my
might be your
6th.
6th.
Hosting the Christmas parade. I love hosting the Christmas parade.
We
so
love having you.
It's so great. So if you want to hear me say your name into the television screen or out of it at your vantage point, just give Yavapai Broadcasting a call. We'll make you a sponsor for the television broadcast. And of course, by November 18th, if you want your organization to be on the screen banner as you go by, you want to check that out. But don't let that stop you. If you wake up on November 12th and go, oh yeah, and then on November 20th you go, oh my God, still, please,
Put
get
it
a
in.
hold of you
Cottonwood
guys.
Chamber of Commerce. They've been putting on the parade since 1997, I think it is.
Wow.
And so the Chamber of Commerce is the sponsor of it. We work very closely with the city of Cottonwood. So, get your application in. It's on the website. Call the Chamber of Commerce and get your application in so we can have you listed. We like that.
Absolutely. It's very, very important so they can go online If they have any questions, can they give you a call?
Yes,
You guys
they can call the Chamber of
The
Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, they have all the answers. They will shoot some over to me otherwise, but otherwise they can call me at the fairgrounds.
Right. Well, there you go. It's just for fun. Just call Colleen. She's got nothing to do. She's bored. Give her a phone call.
Yeah.
Just a chat, you know, because she's got nothing else to do. Nothing else on her plate. Well, I hope to see you. I know I will.
Yes.
I usually see you dancing down the middle of the road.
Down the middle of the road.
During the parade. So I'm excited that your family's going to put together a float
Yes.
this year.
They'll probably tell me to put together the float, but yes, then I'll be actually
your family's
in
gonna tell
line.
you to put together the float. Well, there we
Yeah,
go. That's
so-
great. So you still have some time. Wild Wild West is the theme. Go to the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce website. Get yourself signed up by the 18th if you want all the bells and whistles that go with it. Otherwise, up until the day of the parade, you're still golden.
That's
Get
right.
you in there. We usually have like 60 or so.
Actually,
I
last year we were at
believe.
105.
105. Let's beat that. Let's beat that this year.
Yeah.
I want to announce 122. Okay, that's my goal this year.
Okay.
So get on it, Colleen.
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on the show. I want to say Merry Christmas so bad, but I have a rule not before Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving. And
Happy
here
Th-
comes Christmas. Christmas break.
Yes.
Colleen Gilboy, the director of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds, sitting in for the Cottonwood Chamber of Commerce, talking about the Christmas parade. And don't go away because we've got more Verde Valley experience for you soon.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Hello, and welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Joanne Kendrick, who is the president of Keep Sedona Beautiful, along with the beautiful and talented Georgia Munsell. Thank you, ladies, for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Thank you for what you're doing with Keep Sedona Beautiful. I appreciate that. Because I love Sedona, and I know a lot of other people do, and it's just it's a destination across the entire world. So, and you guys are helping to keep it that way. So, and you've been around since 1972? Is that correct?
KSB was formed in 1972, so we are celebrating our 44th anniversary. We're very excited about that. So, KSB has been fulfilling its mission of protecting and sustaining our unique scenic beauty and the natural environment of the greater Sedona area for 44 years. We have many programs that KSB has been involved in. I guess the oldest, and probably the audience would know most of all, is the litter lifters. That was formed in 1972 also. And we have over 120 volunteers that help keep 67 miles of road clean of litter around the greater Sedona area.
Wow. I appreciate the litter lifters. I see them as I drive to and fro from work on the side of the road, and I always want to honk and wave, but I don't want to frighten them. So.
No, that's a good idea, Nad, too. But.
Yeah, right there. That lady again honking at me. And you guys have your first annual fundraiser coming up, the Stargazers and Raisers. This sounds really exciting, Georgia.
It is. It is going to be very exciting. It's November 13th. It's going to be at the Hilton Resort and Spa at Bell Rock, which is the village of Oak Creek. It'll be from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. And we have cocktails. Everyone gets 2 free cocktail tickets.
Very nice.
And hors d'oeuvres. And we have a magnificent silent auction. We have over 100 items worth $35,000 from restaurants, travel, art, massages, sports, just a full array of real interesting things to do and things to bid on.
I bet. And you brought a few of those things with
Yes,
you
I
today,
did, just to give examples.
Yes.
This is a pair of 2 watercolors of the Southwest.
Very nice.
Another one is an historic trail sign.
And it's an actual authentic one?
Yes.
Oh, I love
Historic.
that.
Yeah, look how old it is.
I love
the
that.
nail hole
I
and
would
everything.
absolutely bid on that.
We have a hand-woven basket.
Ooh, isn't that pretty?
Beautiful? And Joanne is modeling
a
bracelet we have.
This bracelet
That's a Navajo
is
sterling
incredible.
silver turquoise bracelet.
That's got to be a hot.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. I love the antique Navajo jewelry, and that's a beautiful piece. You got some wonderful.
Well, on
wonderful
top of
silent
that, this silent auction is online as of today. Which means that you can bid on all of our over 100 items on your mobile phone, your laptop, or your tablet.
Fabulous.
And you have a choice of, there's an opening bid and how much to raise it by, and then the final is if you'd really like it, buy it now.
It's like eBay.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's great.
So we're excited. For instance, some of the items we have a champagne brunch at L'Auberge, Sunday brunch. We also have an evening stay at L'Auberge. So, I mean, it can be quite a romantic evening, stay, have brunch in the morning. We have at the private country club, 7 Canyons, we have golf for 18 holes for 2 people, and that includes, you can do either breakfast or lunch.
Oh my, the cost of that package has got to be beautiful.
It'll be popular. And we have Arizona Diamondbacks tickets for 4. Wow. We have a 5-night stay at a cottage in Maine on the water.
Oh my gosh.
With lobsters.
Oh my gosh.
We have a photo safari of South Africa. So,
wow.
Please
Exactly.
go on.
Sneeze out here.
We'd love for people to come to our event on November 13th, but we'd also love people to bid on our silent auction items online. And there's no fee to register or to bid.
Oh, excellent.
So,
well, see, that's great because sometimes there is. So.
Yes.
And just by going to keepsedonabeautiful.org, that's where they're going to find that.
Right.
A great website, by the way. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Jan.
It's beautiful. Whoever is doing your website's doing a great job. It's easy to navigate and find all the information. Yeah.
And it's nice to see all the photos on it, too.
Yes, of course, of course. Well, it's hard not to in this area. It really, really is. Yeah. How long have you been involved, Joanna, as the president?
About 5 years.
5 years. Excellent. How long have you been a Verde Valley resident?
Well, we moved to Sedona and exactly 6 years ago.
All right.
But we've been coming here for 15 years. And the minute we saw these beautiful red rocks, we said, this is a place we want to live.
Yeah.
So this has been our goal for 15 years, and then we built our house 6 years ago. And after a year getting settled in, I said, okay, which organization do I really want to become involved in? And when I saw the mission statement of Keep Sedona Beautiful and met their fabulous board, I mean, they just touched my heart. What they represented was what I felt. So I've never looked back and really, really have enjoyed it. And I took on
being so modest because Joanne has headed up the Dark Sky Committee. And we have had tremendous success with our Dark Sky.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about that. So, yes.
Well, we're really excited. We work with the City of Sedona, and we successfully guided everything through the application process that we met the stringent requirements of the International Dark Sky Association.
Yeah.
And Sedona became the 8th dark sky community in the world. So that's really something to be proud of.
It is.
And then we said, okay, well, let's
Let's not stop there.
Let's not stop there. Let's just go to the village of Oak Creek.
Yep.
So the committee met with the Big Park Regional Coordinating Council and Yavapai Board of Supervisors, and they were so supportive. And they said, yes, we want this dark sky designation. So it was a joy working with both of the committees, and we obtained that designation in February this year.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So we want to preserve that dark sky for generations to come.
That's so, so important. I know when I have visitors come and it gets dark, the first thing they do is look up and go, oh,
yes.
Wow.
It's so true.
You know, you just don't get that anyplace else. And that's not an easy thing to keep.
No.
With
the light
commercialism
pollution
and all the, yeah.
Right.
So the great for you guys for championing that. That's wonderful that you're able to do that. How long have you been involved, Georgia?
It's about 8 years I've been on the board.
Excellent. That's great. You've got so much going on with all your different programs and this wonderful, wonderful event that's coming up on November 13th from 3 till 6 at the Hilton Bell Rock Resort. It's going to be in the Grand Ballroom. And check out keepsedonabeautiful.org if you want to get online and see the 100+ wonderful silent auction items. Get on there and bid. Oh my God, I wanted to bid on every single thing that you mentioned. So get on there and bid. That, of course, all the money goes to help keep Sedona beautiful.
Exactly.
And we so appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Jennifer.
Joanne. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you for being Keep Sedona Beautiful. Appreciate you guys. And we'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do.
Oh!
Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm now here with Dr. Barbara Walk, who is the Associate Dean for the Verde Valley campus of Yavapai College. Lots of exciting things going on there these days. Thank you for being here, Barb.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here, too.
Yes, my gosh.
There are lots of exciting things going on there all the time.
Oh, my gosh. I know. Between the programs and the renovations.
Beautiful.
That's why you're having this wonderful open house celebration.
It is in part why we're having it. We got a gift from a very generous donor to the Yavapai College Foundation who is interested in building enrollment at Yavapai College, both campuses. And so Prescott had an event, and we're having an event on November 15th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. But it is going to be the premier time that the new barbecues are going to be fired up, and there's a free dinner. Our executive director, Dr. James Perry, is going to be grilling the burgers, and it's a huge event. It's probably the biggest event we've ever had on our campus. We're hoping and expecting about 300 people. Very kid-friendly. We want the whole community to just see what we have, see the renovations, see our programs, see our faculty. It's kind of different than things we've done in the past. We have had faculty do demonstrations before, and they just haven't been really well attended. So we came up with this idea where we took our full-time faculty, we have 20 full-time faculty, and we made a video, did a loop that's going to be playing in the community room with each faculty member being impromptu and creative and just telling what they love about teaching. And Jared Reynolds did it for us, and it is fabulous. So that'll be playing on a loop in the community room, but also in the community room will be representatives from every degree and every certificate that we have available on our campus, which is a lot of certificates. So we'll have the Southwest Wine Center there, enology, viticulture, film and media arts. Ollie will be represented, community ed will be represented, and the list just goes on and on. Yeah. Our idea is just to get the community, all the stakeholders really, to know what's available at Yavapai College, plus to show it off a little bit. It's a beautiful campus, and we have had some renovations, as you said.
Right.
And it's very pretty. It's looking very good. So.
What have you been doing with your renovations?
Well, the barbecue is one of them, but we've enclosed the pavilion a little bit more, put new pavers down, so it's a much more comfortable place where we hold our graduations. We'll also have live music that night. Dot Garvey's band will be playing, and lots of games, giveaways. It's sort of like a progressive dinner sort of plan, and people can start at the Southwest Wine Center and purchase wine and wine tastings and hors d'oeuvres, so that'll be open special for this event on a Tuesday night. And then we'll be routing them through each building, and we have a little passport sort of bingo game going where we want people to fill up everything that they visit and get initials on it, and then we'll have some giveaways and T-shirts and everything just to work on building our enrollment, which is what we're after.
I bet. That's amazing. Tell me about the Answer Center. What is the Answer Center?
Oh, the Answer Center is a great program that we've got going. It's really for people who are registering and obviously enrolling, and but it takes potential students through the whole process of admissions, choosing a class, choosing a path of their major, the sort of classes that they need to be taking. And so it's a great thing to see, because the people that work there have headphones on, and you know, you can't see that they're talking on the phone, and they're just answering questions and getting students through the process of enrolling online.
Nice, because you do have questions. I know when I go online, I go, where's this, and what about this, and I don't want to click yes to that without knowing what this is going on. So the fact that you have the Answer Center, how well organized.
Yes, and that's the first number you're going to get once you call into the college. And of course we have the world's best advisors as well that will meet with students face to face and work them through their programs. So that's really good. And the advisors are the first people that see students, and they're going to be there. Some Prescott advisors are going to be over joining us, because we want to get students, as I said, enrolled and update their information, if they're current students or future students, prospective students, and just so the community has a little bit more knowledge.
Yeah, it's so great that we have that here in the Verde Valley. It's such a beautiful campus, and it has all the things that we want to do.
Yeah.
You know, associated with wine or film or art, all the things that make life so much better. Put them all together, and a happy day.
And it is. It's really good. And the majority of our students are degree seeking, bachelor's degree seeking, and they will be transferring to other universities, something else that our advisors do. But it's a really good experience, and the faculty are amazing. And I just hope the community really shows up to this event.
Absolutely. So it's a free open house event.
Full dinner, progressive dinner, appetizers through the burgers, through dessert. Oh, I also wanted to talk about the Veterans Reception. It's because it's the Tuesday following Veterans Day.
Okay, very good.
We're honoring Arizona veterans and have a nice reception for them in the art gallery, which will also be open, and cake.
Cake! Why did you? She whispered cake, like she didn't want this massive horde descending.
It's going to be a great night, I think. It really is. But we want to take the opportunity,
and that's the
especially
day after
to
Veterans Day.
It is the Tuesday. Veterans Day. Isn't Veterans Day Friday?
Okay.
And then
so it's the Tuesday following Veterans Day.
The 15th. I wanted to call it the Ides of November, but they wouldn't let me. Instead, it's Explore Yavapai College, Verde Valley campus.
Very good, and that will work. And the open house is on November 15th from 4 until 6:30. And again, it's free. You can have a tour. You can talk to the faculty and the staff, enjoy barbecue and music, and see the new renovations to the pavilion, find your career path, meet lots of new friends. What would you say is the most, do you have something that's the most popular right now?
Oh, well, of course, it's got to be the Southwest Wine Center.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
just thriving. We like to say that Napa is for auto parts.
That was awesome. You need a T-shirt that says that.
Yes, exactly, exactly. We just do have a really thriving enology and viticulture
we do.
program. But they're all growing, and it's just a great place to work. And I'm going to give you a job because you could have done this interview.
Oh, what? Me? No. Check out yc.edu. Great website. Everything you need to know. yc.edu. And we will see you November 15th at the Clarkdale campus of Yavapai College. Barb, thank you so much for being here.
Nice
Barb
to meet
Wack,
you.
who is the
interim associate dean.
The interim associate dean. Congratulations on that. And we'll be right back with Tim Young, so don't go away.
Thank you.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the ring cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tight.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
There's no crying in television.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now out here in the desert with my favorite people, 4-legged people, and Craig Stevens. Craig Stevens is the manager of the Yavapai County Search and Rescue Team's Mounted Unit. Craig, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
It's an amazing organization. Please tell us about it.
Well, we are a unit
supposed to have fun.
that works with the YCSRT, which stands for Yavapai County Search and Rescue Team.
Yes,
we are one of the 6 units involved in that
Just can't
organization.
do it.
And our sole purpose is to work for the Yavapai County Sheriff's
like
Office.
that Roy Orbison one, right?
We are the only mounted unit that they turn to do searches. Either it's
I'm
a
not doing
rescue
that
or
one.
a search or evidence search. We have 10 qualified, quote, call-out people. They've gone through their trainings and they attend the number of meetings that are necessary, and they would be classified as call-out. So when I get the call at 3 in the morning that the Sheriff Department needs a search team, then I will get in touch with our unit and our members and put together a team and go where the sheriffs want us to go.
Right. And of course, it is always 3 in the morning.
It happens that way. It just seems to be.
Is needed for sure. Yes, and you work alongside the dog team, the ATV team, the on-foot team. I mean,
exactly.
It's an enormous. The search and rescue team is enormous, and you are one aspect. What are a couple of the advantages of being on horseback for search and rescue?
Well, I think the biggest advantage is that when we're sitting up higher, our vantage point is different than somebody on the ground. We can look over bushes and so forth. One of the other major advantages is these animals, when they alert to something, when they stop walking, ears go up and they focus on something, it might be a ways out there, but it is something out there.
Right.
It could be a smell, it could be a movement, something alerts them far beyond what our senses are.
Absolutely.
So they have those innate abilities that we can use and work with.
It's an extra partner. It's a team player. This is another searcher here.
Exactly.
Robin is doing a job just like the dogs do. Robin is searching for whatever it is, and I'm sure he very much loves his job. How long have you and Robin been a team?
Well, this guy I've had for 2 years. My other horse, he is a little bit too spirited. He likes to move too fast and wants to be out in front. That's not what we're into. We are into being thorough, methodical. We do different types of searches. It could be a line search, it could be a spiral search. There's different ways of doing it depending upon what we're searching for. So being slow, methodical, and we're not into getting from one place to another in a hurry.
Right.
So it takes a certain personality of a horse in order to be functional.
That's true, because you've got, what did you say, something like 89,000 square
I think that's the number. I think there's 89,000 square miles in Yavapai County. That's a lot. So we might travel over to Baghdad area, to the far extent of the county. We also go and support other counties. There's been searches recently up in Coconino, so we would team up with them. A month or two ago, a group of YCSR team members, the dog unit especially, they went down to Tucson to aid in a search down there. So there's, we share resources.
That's great. Now, you're always looking for new members, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How does one become a member of the mounted unit?
Well, the first step would be to give me a call. There's 2 ways you could do that. You can call me on my cell phone number, 928-300-2723, or go on ycsrt.org website. And there's a spot there where you can click on, and a window will drop down, and you'll be able to put in your interest of which group or which unit you would like information on. That would then get forwarded to me, and then we would hook up. I can, email information. We can have a phone conversation. So they can be learning about us, and I can be learning about that individual. Excellent. And there's a commitment that needs to be understood. We have monthly meetings. We try to have monthly trainings. So it's not a riding club. It is an arm of the Sheriff's Department, and we have to take this very serious.
That is true. So as far as a new member, obviously they need to have a horse.
Got to have a horse.
And you'll need a trailer because you'll have to get here. You'll need to know how to ride.
Yes.
And what else? You obviously have to be 18, a valid driver's license.
Yes. The only other equipment that you have to have is a GPS unit. We rely a lot on a GPS unit. The process, there's an application that has to be filled out. There has to be a minimum physical standard test that you have to pass before you can even fill the application out. That gets sent into the Sheriff's Department. They do a background check, fingerprint check, and then that starts once the application is submitted, and that application period takes quite a while. A new prospective member can train and go to meetings, so we try to get them involved as soon as possible.
Right. For sure.
And then the last step is the SAR Academy, Search and Rescue Academy. That's a state-mandated academy that all searchers have to go through before you're able to be call-out qualified.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. It's a pretty lengthy process, but it's definitely a worthwhile process. You've got a lovely group behind us here have come out today to show us their stuff.
And they're all experienced horsemen.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's not we don't teach somebody how to ride.
Right.
They got to know.
Right, because you've got a job to do. You've got to search for lost hikers or anything else that you might be looking for while you're out there. And of course, good teamwork with your horse also helps.
Yeah, we don't need a rodeo.
Yeah, no, we're not out here to rodeo like you say. Slow, methodical, you're searching. It sounds like a lot of fun, I have to say.
It is a lot of fun.
I can tell everyone else enjoys it too.
We do, we do. When we get that call at 3 in the morning, the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, for sure.
It can be exciting, and it could be sad on the other side as well.
That's true.
An unsuccessful search is not a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's true too. So yeah, bet. But what a wonderful service you guys are. All volunteer, by the way. Did we say that? All volunteer.
All volunteers.
All volunteer, which is amazing.
Exactly.
So if you go to the website, let's see if I can get this right. ycsrt.org.
You got it.
But there are all kinds of great information about the Yavapai County Search and Rescue units and everything that they do and all the different units there available. But of course, the closest to my heart is going to be the mounted unit. Of course, I'm a sucker for that. You know that by now. So check out ycsrt.org. Craig Stevens, thank you so much for meeting us.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Bringing your group out.
Well, we're going to do a training right now.
Excellent. All right, we're going to stay and watch. So we'll be right back. So stick around.
Okay.
Your seat cushion can be used to grant wishes.
Who said that? Hello?
Really can, you know.
You talking to me?
Sure am. Because the airline miles or dollars you donate to Make-A-Wish can help send thousands of kids on their wish trips. So donate to Make-A-Wish today.
You really should, you know. You really should.
And give wishes wings. Because wishes work wonders.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
This song made somebody a lot of money. This song was bought by NBC. This song fought for its life down in Nashville. This song was sung by Kathy Lee. This song was used in a Hollywood movie. This song once saw the light of day. This song gave life some new meaning. This song had something to say. This is the life of a song. This is the story all gone wrong. But maybe someday it will again begin to play if someone remembers to turn it back on. This song is now only a memory. This song is stuck in someone's drawer. This song's last bell is slowly ringing, 'cause nobody wants to hear it anymore. This is the life of a song. this is the story all gone wrong. But maybe someday it will again begin to play if someone remembers to turn it back on. If someone remembers to turn it back on. If someone remembers to turn it back on.
Fabulous, fabulous. This is Tim Young, everyone. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I loved it. I read one of your reviews and it mentioned that you were somewhere between Johnny Cash, Neil Young, and Elvis. And I see it. I see it because you've got the soul of Johnny Cash and the passion of Neil Young and the swagger of Elvis. It's just awesome. I just loved it. And that was a very interesting song. Tell us about that.
That is one of those classic stories where I wrote that in New York when I lived in New York, and I had a little studio apartment, and I woke up in the middle of the night. You know those stories when I had to write down the words, and I wrote probably maybe half the song, and I even knew it was going to begin on the G chord.
Wow!
And probably in the next day or two it was completed. And
that's great. Oh, I love all the mentions.
I love those
in there.
that you don't have to struggle. Sometimes with the lyric, especially with the lyric, you know, you want to be able to. The words to flow out of your mouth without any, you know, like a river, or like a a nice stream. You don't want to stumble on the
yeah,
on the lyric.
It tumbles out like rocks and pebbles. It's kind of odd. But yeah, it should
then
flow
you
like
trip
water.
up.
Yeah, well, that's when you know you're doing it right, when it just flows out of you.
Yeah.
And it seems to do so for you. You've been doing music for a very long time. You started in Pennsylvania, and then you moved to New York.
I played. I really learned the first good chords in when I was at Mansfield, Pennsylvania. I went to school at Mansfield State College, and there was a bunch of girls, of course. This is another like classic story. But somebody named Diane said, "Oh, Tim knows how to play," and I'm like, "Do I?" Do I really? And I struggled through something, and that was really the beginning.
That's fantastic. And now you're here in the Verde Valley. And just in case you're wondering, November 17th at Vino de Sedona. You can check out Tim there. That's great. Of course, you can check him out on Facebook. I like that you're Mighty Tim Young on Facebook.
Mighty Tim Young. That was a suggestion by a friend of mine, Bob Portnoy, who has since moved to Breckenridge, Colorado. But he was like a de facto manager for a little bit. And he said, "Tim, we need to do something. Mighty Tim, that's Mighty Tim Young."
I love it. Mighty Tim Young. Look him up on Facebook. Yeah. Now, you've got a CD out. In fact, do you have more than one?
I have more than one.
I know. You've got one called The Life of a Song, which that song was from.
Right. That's there's 5 different EPs. So in other words, you know, just like 4 or 5 songs on an EP.
Sure.
I put them all out. And then the one before that is called The Cost from 2008. And that's a band setting. There's bass and lead guitar and keyboards on there. Nice. And then the one before that, Red, is just me and guitar, but all kinds of overdubs and a couple other players as well.
Okay, fabulous. That's great. Now, the next song that you're going to play, another original, by the way, is not yet on a CD, but maybe on the next one.
I hope so.
Is that correct? And what's this one called?
It's called On the Road.
On the Road. Okay, very good. All right, make sure you check out Tim Young on Facebook, Mighty Tim Young. Of course, you can check him out at Vino de Sedona. And
Thursday, November 17th.
There you go. Yeah. Check him out. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Jennifer.
It's
marvelous.
This is great. This is great. Thank you all very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. We'll see you next time. Check us out on VerdeValleyTV.com. You can check us out on YouTube, and don't forget to check in on our Facebook page. I'm going to put lots of pictures up real soon, so we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Jennifer.
I can't believe what I'm seeing today. So many things come and go, like lights flashing fast, so soon part of the past that my mind often doesn't really know. But I'm on the road, waving at each passing sign. Yes, I'm on the road, driving until I go blind. I guess it's alright, things can change overnight. No sense in denying the fact. Still, part of me cries like a dog left outside, 'cause I'm chasing time that ain't coming back. And I'm on the road, chasing my dreams like the wind. Yes, I'm on the road. Each time I stop, I know I must begin. Long winding road there to explore, no matter how it turns, twists, or bends. But sometimes it's a devil, but sometimes it's a friend who will never let you see where it ends. And I'm on the road, chasing my dreams like the wind, on the road. Each time I stop, I know I must begin. Each time I stop, I know I must begin. Each time I stop, I know I must begin.